Hi guys, it's Michelle. Welcome to my channel. We're going to do a tutorial today on Sheleeart Ornaments. And I am going to be using the Bear Marquee for the pigments. Now, when I went into the store, into Home Depot, I picked up the sample. And this is what it looks like. It doesn't have color added to it, and it's really gloopy. So, but when I picked it up, it was MK323 was the number on it. And I just wanted to let you know that the tin is 75. See, there we go. It's 75 or 7455. The numbers are different, but it is the same product. So this is what you want to use for your pigments. And you can use them for TLPs, and you can use them for Colourarte as well. Now this is what I use, the Glidden Base 3 for my tube paints. And now I haven't used this in a little while, so it needs a really good stir. If it's been sitting for a while, you need to incorporate it again. So I like to keep them in little containers just to have them handy so that I don't have to deal with these big tins. So anyhow, I am going to pour this into... See, this is the consistency it is. And it seems like it has like a titch of titanium in it because it's a little whiter than the base 3 from Bear, which has absolutely no color in it. So anyhow, I'm going to try and pour this into my container. And I try to put it in like this so I don't mess up the side of the tin. And it's not going so well, so I don't like to mess the side of the tin, but you know, here we go. So, yeah, I know you guys can feel my pain. It's a mess. Anyhow, yuck. So, we're going to do 2 paints. One is going to be the tube paint, and the other one is going to be the pigment. Now, you're going to need to wet your pigments. And I use the polyurethane to wet them. You can wet them with Liquitex medium or any kind of pouring medium whatsoever. But I prefer to just use the varnish. It works better for me. So I'm putting a little bit in here, and then I take a pretty decent amount. Oh, there's my piggies. There's my pig pen. Haha. That's what I call it, the pig pen. So I think Shimmer is what I'm going to be using tonight. And I'm almost out of it. I got to order some more. But yeah, here it goes. Grab that last little bit. And it tends to incorporate pretty well. So you just want to give it a good stir. And after it has incorporated, then you just want to add your pouring medium, or your base 3 to this mixture. But you really need to stir, stir, stir. Make sure that it's all stirred up. And there you go. You can use the Liquitex if you want. You don't have to. Either or is fine. Truly. And there is the base 3. And that's the Bear. Yep. And I mix it with the pigments. I usually mix the Bear mix 2 to 1 of the polyacrylic. Gives it a little bit of body. Now, if it's not thick enough, you can either let it sit and let it thicken up on its own, or you can add some gloss medium to it. Any brand of gloss medium will work. Golden's probably the best. I think I've got Master's Touch. That's the consistency that I've got right now. It's a little thin. It's a little on the thin side, but there we go. That's the Master's Touch Gloss Medium. And now we're going to do a paint, a tube paint. I'm going to put the tube paint in first. This is quinacindone magenta from Liquitex, one of my faves. And there's just a little bit of paint. And you want to put about the same amount of the varnish. And give it a good stir. Yeah, it's good to incorporate this before you add your base paint. And then I'm going to put the Glidden base paint in. There we go. And that's usually 3-to-1 because the paints are a little bit thicker. You do want to add a little bit more so you get a good consistency. If it's too thick, you might just want to add a little bit more varnish. And it looks like it's kind of pasteled it out, but that's not really the case. It's kind of like Floetrol. So in a little while, speaking of Floetrol, now we're going to do our cell activator. So this is the Aussie Floetrol. And we're going to add that to, I think I have Prussian blue. I've tried the cell activators with the American Floetrol, and the Aussie Floetrol is just, I get such great results from it. So I just continue with that. So I'm putting it in a little bit different container so that I can tell the difference. And the Amsterdam paints tend to work best. I've tried Golden, I've tried other brands, and they don't really work that well. So there's my Amsterdam, and that is, I think that's it's a Prussian blue phthalo. And I just got that little crusty off of there. It looks like I need to, I think I've got some more coming in the mail pretty soon. So it's just a little bit, tiny little bit. I think that's a 2-ounce cup. You probably want to add like 30 mils. And then you add like 3 times the amount of Floetrol to paint. And that's usually a pretty good consistency. So when you, once you stirred it and you've got it all stirred up, and this, you probably want to stir it for a little while. Once you've got that stirred up quite a bit, what a pretty color that is. I just love that color. What you want to do is you're going to see the drip. There we go. It'll drip off your stick, and then it'll come back up onto this. See how it bounces back up onto the stick? That's the right consistency. There we go. That's it. So that's such a pretty color. I love that color. Prussian blue phthalo, Amsterdam. All right. Let's get moving on some ornaments. This is the pillow paint. And I bought a bunch of this stuff on sale, the Color to Go from Sherwin-Williams. I've also got the Color Place. I'm going to put that away for today because I have so much of the Color to Go. So these are some ornaments that I did from last year. And the round ones I just kind of stuck onto a popsicle stick. This one, the backs didn't turn out too well, so I just took a sticker that says made with care or made with love on the back of it. So this is the stickler. This is what we're doing differently this year is I'm pouring this paint into a bowl, and I'm going to dip my ornaments into it rather than pour it over. I just found it really messy, and it felt like there was a lot more waste. Now you're going to have some waste, but I'll show you what you can do with that at the end too. So you want to stir. Oh, nice. Isn't that grand? Yuck. Anyhow, make sure you don't get any globs in it. No globs. No globs allowed. So here we go. Make sure that you take, when you take off the tops, that you store them somewhere where you won't forget them or knock them over. From experience, I know. So we're just dipping this in. This is my first time trying it this way. And it seems to go pretty good. You just want to put that ornament on your finger and just kind of swirl it around. Then if you don't have enough around the neck, just turn it upside down and let it drip towards your finger. And you can always just tap, tap, tap it with your finger as well too. That always works. So this girl does not use gloves, does she? She's got a lot, but she just doesn't use them. All right. So once it's kind of settled, you want to put that down onto the grate. And I kind of tended to put it on the side that had the most paint so that I have a little bit extra pillow. So there we go. And you just lay your paints down one color at a time. I'm starting this one out with the magenta, quinacindone magenta. Then I go into some shimmer from TLP. And then this is Colourarte. Teal Zircon. And I'm using the Prussian blue cell activator. And you don't have to blow real hard because it does kind of drip down the side. So what you're seeing right now is not necessarily what you're going to get. And if you want to add a little bit, if you missed a spot, you can add a little cell activator and just let that drip away. This one is absolutely beautiful. I love it. Check it out. Woohoo! Me likey. Me likey a lot. These are so much fun to do, guys. I'm telling you, I get addicted to them. I just can't stop. As a matter of fact, I did all of them. Every last one I had. I just couldn't stop. And that's it. Okay, this is Golden's Teal. And then we're adding, that is the Knockout by DIY. And that is the Northern Lights by Colourarte. That is one of my all-time favorite colors. Black Cell Activator. Look what it does. I don't know how it does. It's like magic. But that Black Cell Activator against the Northern Lights just it turns it into like a purple. I think there's some TLPs that do that too. Isn't that pretty? Oh, God. I love it. So I hope this has been helpful to you guys. And I hope that you guys all have a very Merry Christmas. And please like, subscribe, and share. And hopefully we'll get out of this 2020. It seems like we have some better news these days. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned a few things. And until next time, this is my first time doing a voiceover. So, hey, let me know in the comments what you think. And this is what you do with your drips. You make one great big skin. You can use it for jewelry or whatever you'd like. Pretty.